Listen, your past doesn't get to decide your future. Whatever you've done in the past, whatever failure you feel that you have and you just can't get over it, don't let it define you. What matters is what you do in this moment to lock in now. Even if you started and stopped and started again 100 times, 1,000 times, it doesn't matter. What matters is what you decide to do right now. A lot of us are letting our past hold us back. We're looking at our past mistakes. We're looking at, oh, well, this is just the way that I am. I can't change. I'm never going to achieve those dreams. Maybe they can. I'm watching all these other people live the life of their dreams, but that will never be me. That self-talk needs to stop. Acknowledge your past, but don't let it define you. It's still important to look at our past and understand where we slacked off, what mistakes we made, but we can take those negative things and turn them into something positive because now we have that knowledge, now we had that experience, and what I do now, I can take those past failures or mistakes, and what I do now is going to be so much better. And I'm going to take those lessons with me. I'm not going to let it define me, but I'm just going to take them as lessons. And now I'm going to apply myself better. I'm in a better position that now I can truly step into that successful life. I spent so many years working on myself, and there's never a finish line to working on yourself. There's never a place where you just reach your destination in a sense. You're like, oh, I've done all the personal growth. I've learned everything. Here I am. You're constantly learning. At least for me, I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly growing. I'm constantly adjusting different things that maybe worked for me back then or maybe don't work for me now. I'm constantly being knowledgeable. I'm constantly learning new things, applying new things. So there's never this destination or this finish line that you reach and you're like, oh, I never have to grow again. And here I am. And even when you reach that dream, when you reach that goal that you have, you're still probably going to be striving for something else. We are always changing, and especially if you are someone into your personal growth, into glowing up, being the better you, your past isn't who you are. Your past is who you were. But if you're constantly applying yourself, you're learning, you're growing, you're only becoming better. One thing that I always remember is that every person that is successful, every person that I look to that is like living the life, and I'm like, one day I want to achieve something like that. One thing that I remember, and you can remember this as well, is that they all had a moment where they decided to lock in. They all had a moment. Every successful person has had a moment where they're like, enough is enough. I'm locking in. I'm going after this goal. They didn't wait for the perfect timing. They didn't wait until they were just perfect and all their mistakes were wiped clean. No, they decided. And a lot of the times when you talk to people, when you ask someone about their journey and how they reach a certain level of success, a lot of them say, I was at rock bottom, right? I was at rock bottom, or I was going through something difficult and I just decided I don't care what's going on in my circumstances. I'm going after my dream life. They just chose now. So that's why what you do right now is what matters. Not what you did yesterday, not what you even did this morning. What you do right now, as you're watching this video, as I'm talking to you, what you do right now, maybe you're deciding right now, enough is enough. And that is truly what matters. Now let's talk about identity shifting and how we talk to our own selves. A lot of people carry their past with them. A lot of people let their past define their current state, and then that is creating your future. We need to start talking differently about ourselves. We need to really shift that identity, and that starts with your personal self-talk. Instead of saying, I'm someone who always failed at routines, I can never stick to something, I always slack off, start changing that to, I am someone who follows through. I am someone who says they're going to do something and does it. At any moment, we can decide to shift our identity. At any moment, that's why there's so much power in the now, because right now you can decide, I am a person that sticks with it. I am a person that sticks to my routine. I am a person that follows through. You can decide to be that version of you now. I am a person that is successful. I am deciding to be that version of me now. At any moment in time, you are choosing who you are. That is how easy it is to identity shift. I think people hear identity shifting and they think about it's this big, complex thing, but it's really about what you decide, who you decide you are now in this moment internally. And at any moment in time, we are deciding. I can decide, oh, I suck, I'm never going to be good at anything. Or I can decide, you know what? I am good at anything that I touch. I am good at following through. I have self-trust within my own self, right? We've been talking about self-trust, about saying, doing the things that you said you were going to do, following through. That is who I am right now. I am disciplined. I am locked in right now. I am a version of myself that is locked in. I am a version of myself that is their most disciplined. I am the version of myself that follows through. I am the version of myself that is already living that ideal reality. Something that I've been doing to start my week off is I've been writing new affirmations, a new set of goals that I want to accomplish for that week on Sunday. So during my Sunday reset, I sit down with myself and I write out goals, things that I want to accomplish, who I want to be. Like how I said, I'm shifting my identity at any moment, right? This week I want to be my most successful self. This week I want to be so productive. This week I want to be disciplined. So I write all that down. I write some affirmations, some personal affirmations that describe those goals, those things that I want to be. And then I go on Pinterest and I kind of make me a weekly vision board in a sense. So I create a new board on Pinterest and I pin different things. If maybe this week, for example, I want to eat healthier foods, I will go on Pinterest, find healthy foods or something that says I'm eating healthy, and I pin it to my board. And then maybe my affirmation is, I love eating healthy. I eat healthy all week. Healthy foods taste so good to me. So those are some of the affirmations that I will speak for that week. So maybe that is something that you can start doing today. You can write out a goal. Maybe you want to start small. Maybe you can write one goal down that you want to accomplish by the end of this week. Write it out. Go find a picture that creates that image in your mind for you and write an affirmation for it and step into that. How we step into that is just deciding, you guys. That is what this whole video really is about. It's just about deciding who you are going to be right now. Stop waiting for tomorrow. Stop punishing yourself for yesterday. Stop punishing yourself for your past mistakes. You only have now. Lock in, show up, and let your future self thank you. Your past doesn't define you. Your past doesn't define you. But your actions, the things that you decide to do right now moving forward, those are the things that define you. The person that you desire to become, the person that you're stepping into right now, your most successful self, your most disciplined self, that is what is defining you. Save this video, rewatch it whenever you feel maybe that you're falling behind, because it really does take paying attention to what's going on internally. I think a lot of people in today's world are so focused outwardly. We're focused on all the problems that are going on in the world. We're focused on our own problems. We're focused on our past. We're focused on other people. We're so distracted. We have A, B, and C to do. And not that that is wrong, because that is important, right? There's things that we do need to take care of. We should care about what's going on in the world and others. But it takes deciding, hey, I need to also take care of myself as well. I need to show up as my best self because that's going to benefit not only me, but the people around me. And sometimes we forget that. Sometimes we forget just how much of a difference we can make. It really starts with setting that intention that, hey, I'm going to pay attention a little bit to my thoughts. I'm going to pay a little bit more attention to how I'm speaking to myself, and I'm going to do my best to shift it because that's really how it works. It starts with your awareness. We have to be aware of what's going on internally within us in order to really shift it. So practice your awareness. And the more that you practice that, you get better at it. You're going to start to notice whenever you're having a negative self-talk moment, you're going to get to a point, if you practice this, you're going to get to a point where you're going to be like, wait a minute, no, that's not what we do. And then you can shift it in that moment. Because remember, what you do in the now is what matters most. So thank you for joining me in today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Share it with someone if you feel this message can help them or resonate with them. Subscribe if you haven't yet to this channel. It will really mean a lot to me. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.